Hello everybody, my name is Ian Staahl, Pdga 221450, and this is going to be my end of the season in the bag. Just a little about me quick, sponsored by Doghouse Disc Golf here in Fargo, North Dakota. Website is doghousedg.com. You can use code IAN10, IAN10 for 10% off your order. He has pretty much every brand that you can buy. Check them out, they're a really good store. Guy who owns it is a really good guy as well. But quick with my bag, Squatch bag. I love it. It's one of the newer models. I don't know the exact which one it is, but had a Grip AX5 before. Didn't really like it. It was heavy, it was bulky. Just didn't really do what I wanted to do, so I got this one instead, and I have loved it. So, start off with putting putters. Putt with 300 plastic PA3s. It's just stock stamp. These are technically older with the stock stamp, but these are about half a season old, kind of blunt beaded, but I switch them out around. I've used about 2 to 3 pairs a season. I don't love them when they're old because they get straighter than I want, and then dirt kind of gets in them and they get a little slicker. So, but had putted with these for years, switched away at the beginning of the season, tried 2 different things, didn't like them, switched back to these, love them. I carry 4 of their throwing putter / approach discs. First one, Star Invader, kind of just stock, premium throwing putter, dead straight, little finish. Depending on how hard you throw it, it will turn a little bit. Zone SS, Z-Line first run. I love this thing. It's a lot like that Invader, but just flies a lot farther. I've started reaching to this a lot more than I thought I would, just because of how much I love it. So if you haven't checked out Zone SS yet, I highly recommend them. They are money. Next is a EXO Hard Tactic, nice and old, beat up, warped. Bunch of stuff is wrong with it, but I love it. It flies like a bird, like that kind of really dumpy follow the sky approach disc, but it still has that stability of a overstable approach disc, which is what makes it to me the perfect disc for my bag. Forehand, backhand, you can throw it however. It'll hold up to a little wind. It does turn a little bit though now because it's so old. It's probably about 5 or 6 years old at this point, but I absolutely love it. And then lastly, Color Glow Toro. This is Champ Color Glow. These are one of the old ones. I love this run. These are the only run that I tend to enjoy throwing, but if you haven't checked these out, they're a little pricier because they're older, but you should really check them out. I've tried zones. I like these way more than zones. Forehand, backhand. To me, it's literally the perfect approach disc. Jumping over to mids, I carry 4 to 5. Right now I'm carrying 5 just because of where I'm living. There's a lot more mids than if I'm playing tournaments. First off, buzzsaw. I got these right when buzzsaws came out, so this thing's old, it's gone flippy. If you throw it flat, it will turn fully. It won't have any finish at the end of it. Next, Iron Samurai 3, MD3. This thing I can throw just like the buzzsaw, but it'll go straight for 90% and have a tick of finish at the end of it. To me, one of the best mids you can buy is this run, especially just because how gummy it is and just the hand feel. To me, feels so much better than other MD3s. This one is the one that I don't carry often, but right now I am. It's a Color Glow Pathfinder. They're stiff, but they go far. I can push this thing roughly 50 feet farther than the MD3 and the Buzz, and it has more late flight stability in it, which is to me what makes it kind of the perfect, especially being in North Dakota. There's a little more wind than other places, so I tend to go on this, especially in the fall right now because it's kind of the windy season. So if you haven't checked out a Pathfinder, depending on the run, I know the clear kind of Champ style ones are way straighter. I've thrown those before and those will actually turn out of the box. These are money. Glacier. So to me, I used to throw a lot of Prodigy, and this flies like the old M2s, like the good Prodigy M2s. But other than that, kind of like, you can also probably compare it to a rock without the bead. Really good. Check them out if you haven't. Hit them hard. They turn a little bit, but they always have that finish. And then lastly, Prototype MD5. A lot thinner than the new MD5s are. This was for the European Open. Forehand, backhand, amazing. It has the dump and finish, but it also has the glide that a lot of overstable mids don't have. Fairways, overstable fairways, carry 3. You can consider one though, like this one, Splice. You can consider it more of a utility disc. Spike Heiser is chop forehands, ripping on Annie backhands. It's more of a utility disc. It likes to go up and down. It doesn't like to move left and right, but it has saved me strokes when I have needed it. And I carry 2 others, 2021 Sexton Firebird. This thing's kind of old now. Rip it hard. It'll go straight for 60-70% of it and then fade at the end. To me, it's kind of perfect right now because my forehand isn't as strong as it used to be. So it's kind of the perfect 9-speed. And now this one, Dubert 453, this thing's really overstable. You have to chop it over to get it to fly. But it is not as, it's more usable than that splice would be. It's still throwable. I throw it a lot of times, like if I know the ground's hard and I need to skip, this is the one I'm throwing because it's pretty stiff. But yeah. Fairways. Sagara. Perfect 7-speed to me, dead straight. Had a cicada in the bag. It got really flippy really quick, so I got this instead. I can throw it hard, it'll turn, but it might not finish, but if it's turning, it'll always get to flat and kind of have that push forward, which is what the cicada wouldn't do. The cicada would just catch edge and then roll majority of the time. FD1 flies like a T-bird. I like the hand feel this one a little more than the T-birds I've thrown. I can push this thing upper threes with control, which is why I like it, versus like some of the other discs I have in my bag right now, which I'll show you in a bit. 2 Vanguards. This one's really flippy. If you throw it flat, it will turn the whole flight, or I have used this for rollers in the past. And this one's a newer oversteel Vanguard. This flies more like a Thunderbird would. Hit it flat, maybe you'll turn a little bit, but it will still bite back at the end. Stock Sea Line PD, not much to say about it. It's overstable, you hit it hard. It's new Sea Line, so it's a little grippier than the old stuff was, but just a stock Sea Line PD. It's nothing too special. Swirl TD, I love this thing. I've thrown trails. I like this thing a lot more than the trails I've thrown. You can throw it on a slight hyzer, it'll pop up to flat, and then it'll drift, and then it will still have that pushing forward finish at the end, which is what I didn't like about the trails. The trails I had would tend to turn, but then they would tend to dump, and I don't want all that like swoopy motion. I want this just kind of pop up and then just die straight. This thing hits the 400 mark pretty much every time if you get a hold of it. Money disc. Distance drivers next. I carry a lot of them. I think I carry 10. I carry a lot of discs in my bag, but I also carry a lot of duplicates because I play a lot of tournaments, so if I lose something during the round, it's never a huge deal. But first we can start with destroyers. 2 destroyers. This one's an old Penn Star Destroyer. It's a Euro Moroccan, the old ones from when he did the fundraiser, but money destroyer, grippy, domey, just absolute bomber. Amazing run. They're more expensive, but I think when you buy them, you're getting your money out of it because they fly so good. Next is a Calvin Heimberg Tour Series Destroyer. This is from this year. I have some of the old 2021s, the really overstable. I like this more because it actually flies. My problem with the old ones are they don't really fly because they're so overstable. This one I get more stability than a regular destroyer, but it's still throwable and it still goes over 400 feet. Next we'll go Cloud Breakers, carry 2. This one's forehand only. It's one of the new ones. It's overstable. It's kind of domey. It's stiff, which is why I like it for forehands. Nothing too special about it. This one is old. It's the old swirly Eagle McMahon ones. This thing's a bomber. You can throw it on hyzer, it'll pop up, turn a little bit, then have that forward pushing fade versus the dumping fade. Love it. This would be a disc I'd be really sad if I lost. Nukes. 2 nukes. This is kind of the run of Big Z nukes. It's the domey ones that are nice and they're decently overstale, but they're still throwable. This thing I've pushed over 500 multiple times. If you get a hold of these, they go far, and they have so much more glide than like a 12-speed would. I used to not be able to grip them, but now that my hands have gotten a little bigger, I love nukes. And then I have this nuke. It's kind of just an older Ezra 8-hold nuke. If you throw it flat, it'll go straight for 70-ish%, have fade at the end. It's kind of more of like a windy nuke than that green one is, because that green one likes to drop its shoulder and turn and then fight forward. This one's just more windy. Couple more. I carry 2 Emperors. This thing I've had to look for many times because it's a bad color and I've lost it a couple times and gone back and found it. It's kind of like that Cloud Breaker, but even flippier, because Emperors are flippier out of the box, and this thing I've seasoned exactly how I want it. This thing's pretty new. It's dyed. It's board flat. Perfect forehand. I will never backhand this. I will only forehand it. And I tried forehanding like that other Cloud Breaker. It's good majority of the time. This one will always come out hard on Annie with a lot of snap, which is why I love it so much more than the other Emperor. Last 3. This one hasn't fully made the bag yet, but I'm using it for now. It's the new Q-Line DD3s. They go far. I will say they go really far. My problem with them is the grip. I've had them slip out quite a few times already, so I don't know if it's gonna make the bag or not, but they are slippery and slick, but they do feel good, just other than the plastic feels slippery, but they do feel good, and they go. This thing will normally push about 30 to 40 feet farther than my destroyers will, and have pretty much the same flight. And lastly, carry 2 PD2s. This is the old mystery box one from 2 years ago, last year. Very overstable. Kind of has the center pop top dome. I love it. Wind Fighter, Spike Heisers, Rip It on Annie. This is my go-to. And then this is an old Eagleman National Tour PD2 Swirly S-Line Innova made. And this thing is closer to that Halo Destroyer, like the old Calvins. It's not as overstable as my other PD2, so it's kind of my throwable PD2 when it's not windy. But these things are really good. They're pricey, but I think these and that Destroyer are both expensive, but they're definitely worth it. You get what you pay for. That is it for discs in the bag. I do carry a lot of stuff, other accessories with me. I carry chalk, like a little dry bag for putting. I carry rangefinder, retriever, mini markers, of course. And then the biggest thing I carry too is a little nail kit. It has a nail clipper, tweezers, and a nail file in it. And that saved me from splinters and hangnails on the course, which I've had people borrow it because it's such a game changer. Like if you get a little splinter in your finger mid-round, you might not be able to play with it. So having that tweezers ready with you is a huge game changer. But that's it for my in the bag. Once again, check out doghousedg.com. Use code Ian10 at checkout. Save you some money, and you can help support me with tournaments and everything. Thank you guys.